Hey everyone, it's Maggie, and today I am bringing to you my July TBR. So I saw what I was able to accomplish in June, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna raise it to another level. So I'm gonna show you 8 books that I believe I might be able to finish in the month of July. So let's get into it. The first book that I plan on reading this month is To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. I feel like it's very common for a lot of people to read this book in 8th grade. I did not. I also didn't read it in high school because I think it's meant to be read around 8th grade level, but I know this is an amazing novel and I have missed out by not reading it. So I decided to read it this month. The next 3 books are books that I am currently reading. I kind of have an interesting reading routine. If you want that, then definitely comment down below. Anyway, so I'm reading 3 books right now. And the first one is Avenged by Amy Sintera, which is the sequel to Ruined by Amy Sintera. In this book you see Em and Cass, and Em is a princess to this kind of magical peoples called the Ruined. And she's useless, which means that she does not have any magical powers, so her people don't accept her as queen. So she ends up killing this duchess or someone who is in line to marry Prince Cass, who is the prince of her enemy. She's able to go in disguise as her. This is just such a badass book. I love Em. She's really cool. And so far, I'm about halfway through Avenged, and I really enjoy it. One of my other current reads is Conspiracy of Blood and Smoke by Anne Blankman. This is the second book in a duology. The first book is Prisoner of Night and Fog, and the first book follows the niece of Adolf Hitler as she discovers what a horrific man he is. So this is a duology, so I'm going to see if I can finish that series this month, which I think I will because I'm listening to it on audiobook. Mwahahaha! That's how I read so fast. Then I have the 5th book in the Harry Potter series, which is Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. I'm only about 100 pages into this, but it's amazing. Again, I'm rereading this for the first time in a very, very long time. I read this series for the first time when I was around 12 or younger. So I don't really remember the specifics, and my sister was like, oh my gosh, Maggie, the 5th one is so slow moving. So far, first 100 pages aren't that bad, but then again, this has over 800 pages, I'm pretty sure. So let's see how it goes. I mean, I love J.K. Rowling. I love this series. It's just so freaking amazing. The Princess and the Bride by William Goldman. I have never actually read this book, but I love the movie so much. It's such a classic in my family. The summer before college, I'm kind of doing the thing where I'm reading as much YA as I possibly can. Also, I'm reading a couple books that are a little bit reflection on my childhood, like Princess Bride. I love that movie. I watched it so many times. If I was staying homesick, I always watched The Princess Bride. I guess that's what I'm kind of doing this summer. I am gonna get more independent soon. This is crazy. Oh, we're good. The Unexpected Everything by Morgan Matson. I've only read one other novel by Morgan Matson, but I really enjoyed it. I just thought it was such a cute summer romance novel, and I feel like most of her books are actually summer romance novels, and I'm pretty sure they all take place in the same sort of fictional town. And I've had this book checked out from the library for a very long time, but I never really got around to reading it because I just kind of was saving it for the summer. There's a scandal that breaks out because of her father. Her father's a politician, and she ends up being stuck in her town, and she does some dog sitting. Dog walking. What is this called? I own a cat. Can you tell? Then there's going to be a romance somewhere around there because, of course, there will be. Her books are actually pretty long for contemporaries. Let's see. This book is a little bit over 500 pages. Okay, next book I have is Between the Notes by Sharon Husroat, and this book is about a girl who is very wealthy, but then her family loses its money, and she goes to the other side of the tracks to the poor part of town, and she's ashamed of this fact, so she won't tell any of her friends. And then there's a love triangle, I believe, that happens, and also her music kind of takes her through it. Between the Notes, she plays piano. Sounds like a perfect summer read. And the last book that I'm going to see if I can read this month is The City of Lost Souls by Cassandra Clare, which is the 5th book in the Immortal Instruments series. I've said in a couple other videos that this isn't my favorite series, but I've decided that I'm persevering. I'm reading the whole entire series because I really want to. Again, there are over 500 pages in this novel, but because the font is so large, I'm hoping that I'll be able to go through it quicker than I usually would with the other 500-page novel, which has tiny little font. That's all I have for you guys today. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to like it, give it a thumbs up. And I come out with a video every single Wednesday and Saturday, so subscribe if you like my content, and make sure to leave a comment down below if there's any comments, questions, or concerns. I don't know what you'd be concerned about, but you are welcome to share them with me if you have any. If you have any video ideas or things you want to see, like reviews on books I've talked about, or if there is a book that you particularly really want to make sure that I read this month, anything, you can leave it in the comments down below. I always appreciate them. And I hope you guys have an amazing day.